Good morning. It's now 7 o'clock in the morning. Last night, Anthony and I placed one of the room service cards on the door, so we ordered like a breakfast tray. And I want to show you our breakfast tray because they just brought it and it's perfect. So let me show you what we got. We've got a croissant and a Danish for me, some Rice Krispies for him, milk and cream, and I'm not sure which is which. We're gonna guess these.
In the little
Oh,
metal thing.
milk,
There's 2
cream.
milks for the cereal and 1 milk free.
Got it. And then orange juice and coffee, of course.
Mm.
We had our first breakfast, which was just like a very small continental type breakfast in the stateroom. We had coffee, I had a Danish and a croissant, and he had a couple of bowls of Rice Krispie cereal. And now I'm kind of walking him a little around the ship. We did the ship walking tour yesterday, but it only showed us deck 3 and deck 4, and I want him to see deck 5 and also deck 9. And we're in my favorite hall, my favorite artwork, so let me show you this artwork because I think it's so cool. So this artwork in this hallway, it's like deck 5 forward on the port side, but it shows you like how big the ship is.
It's Disney's seaworthy facts.
How much the anchor weighs. How many eggs are consumed on board. And I don't know how accurate these numbers are, and honestly, I don't care. I just think it's so cool. Miles of cable on the ship. 1,367 miles of cable. The number of pillows on board. Gallons of paint it takes to cover the ship. Average cruising speed. I know this morning when we turned on the bridge view, we were 18.5 knots. 500,000 gallons of fresh water from seawater every day. I think that's really cool.
That's crazy.
I knew you'd like this.
I didn't know they did that.
How much it weighs. And my favorite, the number of cups of coffee served on board every day. So I love this hallway and these little fun facts. I just think they're so cool. Okay guys, he's been standing here like less than a minute and he has already shown me something I didn't know.
Dopey and Goofy.
How did I miss that? How have I missed that every time? There's like little Easter eggs in there.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Hi.
So I just took him to explore Oak Gills because we didn't get to see it yesterday, and it's one of my favorite venues on a Disney ship, and it's completely empty in there. But earlier, like just a minute ago, I mentioned first breakfast being like a small continental style breakfast. We're gonna have second breakfast in the main dining room. We're gonna have it in Lumiere's this morning. We're gonna meet Mom and Emma. I think they said 8:50, and it is 8:37. So we're a couple minutes early, but I don't care.
Hang out right here.
We could wait for them right here, or we could kind of check out the atrium because we just kind of blew right through it yesterday when we got on board. We didn't like look around, so I just want him to get to see the ship and enjoy the ship and love the ship as much as I do because I love this ship. I had just enough time to color Donald in the Soul Cat Lounge, and now we're gonna grab a table at Lumiere's for breakfast. I think it looks kind of pretty. All right, we've got our menus. We're seated here at table 25 waiting on Emma and Mom, and they're closing off the front door, so it's a good thing we went in the side entrance.
You call them up here.
Yeah, I texted them. But here's our menu. And we've already got coffee. That's the important thing. Forgot I was doing this. So, I have an omelet. This is a custom one. I did chorizo, jalapeno, and cheese. Anthony has a strawberry parfait with hash browns and bacon. And Emma has French toast, which looks really yummy. And then Mom has, is it a Belgian waffle? And then some eggs over hard with bacon. So it's now 11:30. They're not looking. Anthony just went to go get some fries. We've been in the pool. I've been sitting here playing with my planner because I brought this with me. But we're having a great time. So we had some pool time this morning.
We sure did.
And now it's 1:16. We grabbed food and we tried to eat it in O'Gill's, and basically as soon as we got there at 1 o'clock, they said, we have a mixology in here at 2, and I'm thinking that's an hour away, but they were like, you're gonna have to leave. So
They did say you have to leave.
we're leaving. Well, they did say 1:45, but then another group came in and they basically told them, you have to leave right now. And I just think it's really uncomfortable being in a place you're clearly not wanted. So we're heading to Soul Cat Lounge. All right, so ice cream cone number 2. I don't typically have soft serve on Disney cruises, but I've had 2 today. We are in Cove Cafe now. We kind of got blasted out of Soul Cat Lounge because the trivia was noisy. So we came up here to Cove Cafe because we were doing a espresso martini tour around the ship. And Mom ordered the espresso martini up here, and he said it's the best one on the ship, and we said we're gonna prove if that's true or not. So if you're interested, that will be a separate video, but I'll let you see what it looks like because it's just so beautiful. Here it is.
You know what? Can you give me 2? Because as soon as I
It really is so pretty. And Mom's mad because they changed the cranberry slice.
And it's just not right.
Yeah, she's used to the way it used to be, so she doesn't like it anymore. Well, hello. The sun is in our eyes, but we're sitting here in Keys. I have to remember that it's Keys because I keep wanting to call it Cadillac, and I know that's not what it is, but I keep forgetting that we're on the Magic and not the Wonder.
You're probably 2 for 25.
Yeah, I'm not doing a good, my track record's bad, but we went to the room, took a nap, took a shower. We went to Twice Charmed in the Walt Disney Theater and just finished that. What did you think?
I like this. Fun.
So there's a special magical part near the end, and I was watching him watch it because I wanted to see his reaction, and
I don't know what my reaction was.
it was not disappointing. But now we are back in Keys because we are we're actually doing our espresso martini tasting on the ship. So we've ordered the Inferno. So we'll see how that one is. But the show tonight was wonderful. There's no show tomorrow night. I think it's Freaky Friday tomorrow night, or Freakier Friday. And I'm just not interested in watching that. So we'll go back to the theater last night for Disney Dreams and Enchanted Classic. But I'm excited for dinner tonight because it's my favorite menu, and I haven't had it in a really long time. So
I'm excited 'cause the restaurant's pretty pretty.
yeah, we had breakfast in Lumiere's this morning, so we're gonna go back to Lumiere's for dinner tonight. So that's the plan. That's the updates where we're at. We're having a great time. You want to see the sunset? It's not setting yet, but it's getting close.
It's really bright.
So here's our view from the window here in Keys. It's really pretty. So we were in Keys for a little while. We finished the espresso martini, which was delicious, by the way. He didn't like it, which is fine, but I did. And Mom did too. But I brought him up to Cove Cafe because they have like food over here. In the morning time, it's like breakfast pastry type stuff. And now, in the evening, they have cheese and olives. And it's weird because they put it in like a paper bag, kind of like that. But it's delicious. He gave us little like stick toothpick thingies to pick it out of the bag with. But the cheese is so good. So we have come to dinner at Lumiere's, and I'm so excited because it's my favorite venue, and I get to sit next to my favorite sister. Doesn't she look so pretty? So I'm very excited. Anthony enjoyed his olives and cheese.
Yeah.
We went back to the room and we got some wine from our refrigerator stash. So he's having a Moscato d'Asti. I'm having a Stella Rosa, which I'm not even sure what kind of wine it is, but it's like a bubbly red. And Mom is having the very last of the red wine we had last night. That's all that was left. I'm not trying to short you on purpose. That's all there was. All right, for our first course tonight, I have the breaded and deep fried brie, which is my favorite thing on Disney Cruise Line outside of Palo. Emma has the breaded and deep fried brie for her appetizer. Mom has the breaded and deep fried brie, and Anthony has the shrimp and lobster tail. Oh, and he also has a breaded and deep fried brie coming.
Yeah, I just felt like I should try it.
Well, no, he didn't order it. Mom ordered it for him, but I'm excited for him to get to try it because it's my favorite. It makes me so happy. So I killed mine. Oh my God, really?
That's love.
See, yeah, he loves me. I thought he told me he was gonna finish it. You can have it. I'm gonna get another one for dessert.
I already had a whole other appetizer.
I know, but I'm gonna get another one for dessert.
I know, but there's bread on there.
Okay.
Got it.
It's the gluten. I will save you from it.
Thank you.
But I'm so glad that you got to try it. Well, that was totally unexpected. I did not expect Anthony to give me the second half of his brie, but that was very nice, very kind of him. And I did save him from the big scary gluten. So he is having French onion soup, but he is avoiding the bread inside. And I'm having French onion soup. Mom is having French onion soup, and Emma is having the potato and leek soup.
It's still pretty oniony.
Yeah,
but
Mom called it leaky potato soup. Sorry, go ahead.
Never mind.
All right, so for the main course, I have the Chateaubriand. Emma has the Chateaubriand. Anthony has the Chateaubriand, and Mom has the rack of lamb. Also, our head server has given us a bottle of bubbly, and for reasons we will explain later, but he gave it to the family, to the whole table, which was really nice. So we have some Prosecco with dinner. All right, dessert is here, and we are gonna rotate. Emma ordered 4 desserts for the table, and we like to do this thing where she takes a bite and passes her plate to Mom, and so we all kind of just pass everything around. So this is the opera gâteau.
Opera gâteau, yeah.
That is the souffle.
Yummy.
Is it the amaretto souffle?
Yeah.
And that is the creme brulee. And somebody's already taken a big bite out of it. I don't know who it was. And this is the strawberry sundae, which just looks beautiful.
All right, so we do have a majority, but we do have different answers. Okay, you lot, I feel like you're experts at this. Have we all done this for this cruise? 4 days off.
Well, hello.
Hey.
So we had dinner, and then as we were leaving dinner, we were going to head back to the room, and we walked right by Fathoms.
Yep.
And I saw the Match Your Mate booths up on the stage, and I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to go to that because he's not experienced it. So we ducked into Fathoms and kind of abandoned Mom and Emma. Oops.
Oopsies.
So we did Majority Minds first, which I've also never played. That was kind of fun.
It's pretty fun.
Kind of like Family Feud, kind of.
It's like being the voters on Family Feud that
Yeah.
decide how many points each thing is worth, basically.
Yeah. We had some really funny answers that she called out. We did not win. I
No, not
wasn't
even
playing
close.
to win, but I was having a really good time.
She also got the only right answer that we got, which was
What?
coffee.
Yeah, so it was like the first question was like, it's your anniversary, you wake up and your partner has made you breakfast or made you something, and it's downstairs. You go downstairs and it smells amazing. What is that thing? And I was like, coffee, obviously. You know?
If you don't know, the game is you're trying to write the answer that the most other people are
Yes.
writing to the response.
Right. Yeah. And I was like,
So it was coffee.
yeah. So some of our answers were very niche, but that was the first question. We got it right. So we got at least one right answer. We got at least 1
We
point.
were on the board.
And then we watched the Match Your Mate game.
I got
And
to be a heckler.
oh my gosh, it was so much fun. There was a couple, the longest couple has been together for 46 years.
Yep.
The next couple has been together for 14 years. And the newest couple in the whole room
Was a year and change.
was like a year, I would say a year and a half. So it was very entertaining. He had a great time. I had a great time. It is now 11:30 and I think we're gonna go to sleep. But did you have a good day?
Yeah, I had a great day.
I had a marvelous
It was so
day.
much more relaxing that it wasn't embarkation day. You know, I woke up on the boat.
Yeah, really.
Got to go out. It's
You
great.
got to take a nap. We got to sit by the pool. We got soft serve twice.
Yep. I could be convinced to go again right now.
It's closed.
Yeah, I
Closed at
know.
11.
Yeah. I could be convinced to go up there and bang on the door. Give me ice cream. Like, go to bed defeated.
I did want to talk about something before I close this video out, and I wanted to talk about why we got bubbly at dinner, because we didn't order it, we did not pay for it, and I do want to talk about any money that I've spent today. Spoiler alert, I've not spent any money today. None. $0. Look at me go. So we did have a bottle of bubbly at dinner, and that was something that our head waiter gave to us, because last night he came by and like mom's appetizer was wrong and then she didn't get her salad at all. And, we just were talking to him and I was like, if you want to know the truth, it's a really difficult dining experience for us because it's so loud and we can't communicate with our server. He can't hear us. It's also kind of dark, so he can't really see what we're pointing at on the menu. And so, Dimitri was very nice. He was just, grateful that we were honest with him. And like, I know it's not the dining staff's, it's not anything that's under their purview, right? It's not something that they have control over. So
There's a different group that controls the volume and the show and all that.
yeah. And I have a feeling it's probably something that comes from corporate, that it needs to be said at this level because everything is standardized across the company. It would make sense to me if that's the way that was. I just don't like that it's so loud, because like Anthony has said multiple times, if I'm going to dinner with my family, I want to be able to talk to my family at dinner.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to do that when there's so much other noise pollution happening.
Yeah.
So
basically what we talked about last night when we were finishing up last night's video, we told all that to
the head server.
the head server.
And so tonight he gifted us a bottle of Prosecco, which was really very kind. And they were all like, our server and our assistant server and our head server, they were all like really excited for us to like open it and drink it.
Yeah,
And it was really sweet. It was just really, really kind. And I feel like sometimes you see people in YouTube videos talking about like getting stuff for free. And I did not expect this. I kind of didn't expect anything at all.
She didn't even ask for the appetizer and
No, like
the salad.
he
They're like, I can get you that. And they're like, no,
Yeah.
like we're gonna eat
because the
lunch
first
and we're
time
already
he
full anyways.
yeah, the first time he came to talk to us last night, and I just told him like, here's what's happening. We had just gotten our main courses, and he's like, oh, I'll go get you the appetizer and the salad. And I'm like, no, because like we've got plenty of food. It's not that. It's that I feel like I have to tell somebody that we're having a less than stellar experience, and we know why, and here's why, and it's because it's just too darn loud, and I know it's probably going to fall on deaf ears a little bit further up the line. However, if I don't tell anybody, nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
And I know nothing's going to change. But if I tell somebody, maybe something could change potentially. And it's not just me. Like, I'm a neurotypical individual. I can't imagine like someone with neurodivergent children, autistic children that like need quiet dinners. Disney is not the place for a quiet dinner. Period. It's just not. But it could be if they would take the feedback into consideration.
Even if it wasn't quiet, Lumiere's was so much better.
Oh yeah, tonight was nice because we were able to talk at a normal volume and hear each other
and we got to talk with our wait staff. They were talking with us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we were telling them, that we talked to Dimitri, and we're just like, it's not. We're not mad that we couldn't communicate with them.
Yeah.
Because of them as people, like they were doing their best.
Yeah.
But
night and day difference in dining experience, like night over night.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was.
So they were really nice, and they thanked us for not throwing them under the bus for what corporate wants done.
It's not their fault, and I know
they
that
did their best.
Yeah, they really did, and we're still having a great time. But
awesome cruise.
I'm just thinking it was so loud. It was uncomfortable to be there last night, but first of all, it's over, and we're not going back to Rapunzel's, and I'm okay with that. We get to go back to Lumiere's tomorrow night, which I'm very excited about, and then we have Animator's Palette on the last night, and I just think this is the perfect dining rotation. So, going back to the point of like YouTubers getting things for free, I didn't expect this for free. I didn't expect it at all. It was very kind of them, and I don't think it's appropriate to like demand free stuff in compensation for something going wrong. And I have seen people like demand that, and it's always really uncomfortable, like seeing people say they want that, because I've been standing in line for guest services when somebody's been like, something happened in our cabin, and like the toilet backed up, or the towels are scratchy, or whatever, and we want free wine in exchange for this hardship that we're having to deal with. And I get it. You've paid a lot of money to be on a Disney cruise because Disney cruises are expensive, but they're going to do everything they can to make it right, and demanding a bottle of wine in exchange, I think, is going a little far.
I can't imagine showing up and complaining about something and not being like, look, I want to complain about this thing, and I would like you to fix the thing, like the toilet's not working, fix the toilet.
Yeah, I just want them to know.
The toilet's broken. Can you get me some wine so I can go
That's not going to make it better.
The toilet once you fix it.
I just want them to know that here's a problem. Here's how I think you could fix it. This is my feedback, and I'm giving it to them early on in the cruise so that they have the opportunity to make it better later. Like that's all I need. That's all I need.
You're giving them feedback in good faith that it'll reach somebody that will be like, maybe it is strange that you can't order your dinner without yelling over the music at full volume.
I am curious if the people who set these standards, because I'm still working under the assumption that someone somewhere said the volume needs to be set at 45. Yes, have they had dinner with their family in that restaurant with the volume set there? That's all I'm asking. Anyway, we had a much better day today. Really, truly great day, because it was relaxing. It was exactly what I wanted it to be, because it was kind of like a sea day, because the ship was in Nassau, but we didn't get off. I don't even know that I went up. No, I know I didn't. I did not go up to deck 10 to look out at Nassau. I didn't do it. And I don't care.
We got in the pool. We sat next to the pool. We got food. We went to
O'Gill's. We went to Soul Cat Lounge. We went to Cove Cafe. We came here. We went to the show. Yeah. Twice Charmed was great.
Keys.
Yep, we went to Keys. We went back to Cove Cafe. We went to dinner. And then we went to Fathoms, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Wonderful day. It was perfect. Tomorrow is Lighthouse Point. Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point.
Oh my God.
And at least I'm gonna get off. He's acting like he might get off, and Mom might also get off.
She says I'm acting like I haven't said I'm getting off, and that's the end of the story.
I fully expect him to change his mind tomorrow. He's gonna get off the ship. He's gonna look at that pier, and he's gonna be like, nope.
I said I have to do it because I have to experience it one time. And while I know the pier sucks and it's going to be awful, I'm going to walk it there and back. And then when I get back, I'm going to go, you're right.
Castaway's better.
That was not it. But I have to do it once.
Well, we'll give it a try. Anyway, wonderful day. Much better day. We had a great time. Tonight was formal night, and we did not dress formal because it was like optional dress up night is what they called it, but we did not dress up.
Oops.
We are going to dress up later in the cruise when we have brunch at Palo, so that's exciting. Very much looking forward to that. But that will be another video, and you guys will see us in that one later. But for now, goodbye.
Bye.